Hey, what's up? Hey, welcome back to another Speed Duel deck profile. Hey, today we're taking a look at the Bastion Water Dragon deck. This skill is extremely weird. I'm still not 100% sure on how good it is. I've been playing for fun. It does do its job, but it's also very strange on what it does. So once per turn, you put a counter on it, and then you don't. Then you apply effects. Then you apply effect depending on which counter it's at. So first counter, you discard a dinosaur, add a dinosaur with a different attribute. Second counter is you normal summon one water or wind dinosaur from your hand. Third counter, the name of all water dinosaurs you control become Hydrogeddon for the end of the turn. Then you add a bonding H20 to hand. So I guess you're supposed to use the setup, but we don't even play bonding H20 in this deck, unfortunately, which is the saddest thing. And then the third skill, remove all counters. Then all monsters your opponent controls comes Fire Pyro until the end of the turn. So it's just weird counteract. This skill is very weird. You only ever, at most, you only care about the first counter with this skill, right? And everything. But yeah, if it ever comes out to it, you get to 4. I only care about the first counter, if anything. So let's get to it with the deck pile. So first off, we played the best card in this deck is good old classic Hydrogeddon. When this card destroys an opponent monster by battles, it reoccurs and grabs another one, which is extremely sick. Right, and then we play only one Oxygeddon. I don't find the need to play multiple because of the deck, because you can search this off by discarding it by discarding a Hydro to get it. And then finally play the best card of this deck. 3 Duel Geddon is this one's name? Boy, like I said, Dutrageddon. I don't know these elements. All right, I didn't pay attention when these elements were being taught to me. All right, I don't know what this one is. You discard to add a bonding, and then when this card is normal summon, you summon back one of your Geddon monsters. You summon back one of your Geddon monster, which is really cool. He's a 2000 attacker, level 5 2000, and he's really good for one reason in this deck, being able to normal summon. And of course, we played the 2 bricks in this deck. Technically, there are 3 bricks. You don't want to draw these cards. You don't want to see it. These cards are just so fucking bad, but you have to. I mean, I guess if you don't want to play, you don't want to play them, but whatever. You want to keep with the deck's theme, and you play 2 Water Dragon, 1 Water Dragon Cluster. You're never able to summon this card. You don't want to see this card. And then Water Dragon Cluster recurs and gets into both of these. And then we're playing there's a reason why we only play 1 bonding. We only play bonding DHO. This shuffles one of each names back to summon Water Dragon Cluster. I don't find the need to play the other 2 spells. I don't care about them. Right? I feel like this one is just good enough for this deck, right? For what it does. Right? So yeah, I just only play these just to shuffle them back into the deck because of this. To get out your Water Dragon Cluster, because you don't want to summon Water Dragon in this deck. Naturally. And then the reason why this deck is actually played because we play triple a Legendary Ocean, reduces the level of all water monsters in your hand by 1, and field by 1. So this becomes a level 4 normal summon with 2200 attack that's able to summon back Hydrogeddon or Oxygeddon, or even another copy of itself, unironically, right? So yeah, she just played 3 of these just so you can abuse this card most of the time, right? Most of the time, you're just playing this card as Duel Geddon Beatdown, right? Because of that, then triple that, and then finally for the rest of that, it's like always, we just play good cards. So we play our favorite 6 staples of any deck. So 1 Zoma the Spirit, because it is still inherently like one of the best trap in this game. Double Nightmare Warriors card just does a lot, right? As even when it closes game out by itself. Double book up moves, and finally 1 DD Warrior. DD Warrior is still one of the best monster outs in the game for a lot of reasons, because it banishes it, right? So yeah, so that's your 6. This is literally just the 6 power staples I put in every deck at this point now, because these cards are just good for what they do. And then Extract, like always is pretty irrelevant because there's no good Extract Speedo deck, so it's just Wakening the Dragon targets when we don't play Wakening the Dragon. So 1 Samurai, 1 Super Vehicle, Jumbo Drillroy, 1 Stealth Armor Union Master, 1 Ojama King, Destiny and Dragoon, or Kina Nitro. Like I said, these Extract cards are extremely rare. You're never going to go into. It's never going to matter if you don't play Wakening the Dragons. I just want to make my opponent think I'm playing an extra deck. So there you go. So yeah, this deck is very weird. It's just a one of those where you gotta control the game state with this deck. It's just mainly beatdown because you're mainly just using Duel Geddon and Hydrogeddon to attack right? Because they're chunky little boys. And then if you ever get to it, I guess you can resolve bonding DHO, right, to summon out Water Dragon. I mean, Water Dragon Cluster when you summon it's pretty cool for what it does. Yeah, like on summon, it changes your opponent. It changes all their attack to 0, so that's pretty cool. So you can close out games when, and then when it's and then you can trade to summon 2 water dragons from your hand or deck. So yeah. So yeah, as I said, you technically you don't have to play these 3. Like if you want to, you could actually just cut out this entire engine right here. I just want to keep them because it's part of the deck, and you can literally just play this deck as DHO Hydro Get On Control, which I feel like is probably the better route to go with this deck, right? If you don't want to play these weird elements deck, these weird chemical decks. I don't want to learn chemistry. I didn't major in it. I didn't study, and I don't remember anything I learned in chemistry. Right, so if you want, you can technically take out these 6 cards and play this deck just pure control with these cards only, right? And just put in stuff like a Shrink, Offerings to the Doom, you know, right? Stuff like that, like good control cards, like if you don't want to draw. Because technically, if you think about it, these cards are breaks in your hands because you don't want to see them at any point, right? Except Bonding DHO. Bonding DHO is cool. I like it. You're cool. You get to stay in, but the reason you suck is I'm forced to play Water Dragon Cluster because of that. But yeah, that's the deck profile and everything. Like always, hey, I got a bunch of these Speed Duel deck profiles I have to get to eventually at some point. There's a bunch of them. There's like a particular Speed Duel deck profile you like to see. Comment down below. I'll probably get to it at some point. I got a bunch of these I need to do, you know. Alright, that's pretty much it for the video. Thanks for watching. Like always, okay, thanks, bye.